Welcome to Close Up on America's Business, the program that takes you inside some of the most unique and successful companies in America. I'm Janice Marie. On each edition of our show, you have the opportunity to meet some of the most innovative business leaders in the country today. You'll find out what their products, services, technologies, and business models can do for you, and what they're doing to change our world and to change the way we do business.
If the great American dream is to own your own home, then the ultimate aspect of that dream is to own your own custom-built home, incorporating everything you could possibly want in your dream residence. And if you're lucky enough to be in that category, that is when you turn to a custom home builder to bring that dream into a reality. Well, here in the Scottsdale area, there is a unique husband and wife team that for the last 10 years that has been building an extraordinary array of custom-built homes that truly reflect the personality of their new owners. Their goal is to deliver the absolute best in custom workmanship and service throughout the entire home building process, and their work certainly speaks for itself. The company is Toltec Custom Homes. The owners are Greg and Monica Hammond.
Well, the name Toltec comes from an ancient tribe in Mexico. In the language Nahuatl, the name Toltec means master builders. Well, here at Toltec Custom Homes, we primarily design and build luxury custom homes for the North Scottsdale, Paradise Valley area. We do Tuscan, Southwestern style architecture, and in our design process we try to take into consideration the indoor-outdoor living of this part of the country.
Monica's a realtor, so we do have some clients that don't have lots, want to find lots, so we actually go out and spend time driving lots. I take a look at them with the builder's eye. She knows the locations that they want to be in. We work with the client in the front end to help them get the design that they like. We don't want them to think that we're designing a house for them with an open checkbook and the sky's the limit. I use standardized construction practices that I don't deviate from, such as 2x6 or bigger exterior walls, sheer paneling the exterior of the home. Details, we try to think of the different details in a home. Try to get inside the client's head on how they live their life, how they live in their house, so that their house becomes their home, not just a house that they're buying.
That's really an important aspect. That's the first thing that we want to make sure that we understand, that we get where they're coming from as far as their approach to life.
Greg was so warm and instrumental in helping us really bridge kind of that gap between the Midwest feel and style of things to the Southwestern touch. He has such an incredible way of making you feel like almost part of his family instantly. He's very warm, very easy, very open, and very cordial, and just dropped everything he was doing to show us around the house. We really, really enjoyed working with Greg. He just made our whole experience, the transition from Midwest thinking to Southwest thinking, just very, very easy and comfortable.
Another aspect, of course, is the technical side and actually doing the building and the materials that you use and the craftsmen that you use. The other piece of it is coordinating. Coordinating, you have so many different subcontractors. It is like an orchestra of people that you have to bring together to create this masterpiece and do it in a timely fashion and in a manner in which it's going to allow them as craftsmen to be able to show what they can do, to really bring their craftsmanship to the surface, to do the best work they can do, and do it in a manner that it's going to allow that house to be built on time.
Entranceways are important, right?
Entranceways are very important, especially if you want to have a bit of formality to your home. One of the things that we've done in this home is we have the 12-foot Cantera wrought iron and glass entry door. And on the floor, because this is the entryway, it also functions as a hallway, but we wanted to define this space. So what we did was we did a medallion that is custom made to kind of mirror the door and give this area a little bit more of a defined space area. We also did the groin vault ceiling above, and essentially the arches come into the middle from each of the corners. And you'll see that it has Venetian plaster finish on the top.
This home here just creates an atmosphere of pure relaxation. And we knew that as soon as we walked in that we would have that, because the kitchen, the dining room, and the great room here are all together so we could do as a family. We all like to gather as a family and sit here and the pool and the Pinnacle Peak and the privacy that we all saw here when we first walked in was really the drawing card for us to use Greg and to purchase this house.
How does the process work when someone comes to you wanting to build a home?
We meet with them. If they have a lot already, we try to go out and look at the lot to see how it lies, sun orientation, elevation, is there a lot of site prep, is it a flat lot, and then try to find out what they had in mind, if they had anything in mind as for how they wanted to have the design of the home. Otherwise, we start with circles, and that's a designer thing. You basically start with circles. Here's an entryway, here's a hallway, here's a bedroom. Do you want to have your bedrooms separated? And it gets people thinking in the direction that they want their house to be. But it's kind of funny, once you start doing that, they go, oh, I know that I want to have the master separate from the bedrooms. Okay, well, we know we have a split plan. Do you like to have a great room when you walk in, or do you want to have an entry formal? Want to have a formal entry? Design it that way. And so you start going that way, and it gets them involved and gets them excited about what you're doing. And it's a very simple way to get them started.
We give a lot of attention to ceilings. If we don't see that there's a lot of ceiling detail on a plan, we will go through the home with the client and the architect and say, these are some areas that we might be able to give your home a little bit more of a formality and a little bit more pizzazz at the same time, and define spaces with the ceiling treatment. So for example, we have the groin vault ceiling in the entryway. We have the beams in the cathedral ceiling in the formal living room here.
Working with Toltec Custom Homes has been a great experience for me and my family. Our goal was to create something that we could have for the rest of our lives. Home is very important to us. I mean, a lot of people have houses, but our focus was on a home. Ironically, we just had a home right down the street, had an opportunity to purchase the property. The key with Greg was really the communication that was involved in what was done prior to the house being built. One of the things that I had asked him for was a schedule. And inside that schedule, it told me when things were going to happen, all the things that I needed to do. And what was really, really great about it is because when you have a custom home, I've got 8,300 square feet, I had no idea about some of the nuances that needed to happen. And Greg just kind of said, hey, here's your checklist, boom, boom, boom. You know, it worked out.
We have Cantera stone columns on each end of the tub, and they are hand carved out of Mexico. We have the slab travertine that's polished, and we also have the travertine tiles around the face of the outside tub as a surround. They're vein cut, so you can see the veins as opposed to the cross cut. We have again on the floor the tumbled noche travertine floor in a Versailles pattern, and then on the counters we have the travertine slab, but it's not polished, so you can see the difference between the two. I don't like to be cold when I get out of the shower, so behind the fireplace is the shower, so it creates a nice little cozy place for me to get out of the shower and be nice and warm. So I turn that fireplace on before I get in the shower, and then when I come out, it's nice and toasty warm. It also has a beautiful visual effect as far as walking into the bathroom and seeing that as the centerpiece.
What do you think it is that makes you such a good guy to work with? How would you answer that?
I do what I say I'm going to do. I follow through. Most of the clients that we're building for actually come from here. They are stepping up in houses. They have a pretty good understanding of what it takes to build out here. I enjoy the interaction with the clients. I love the challenge. It's definitely a challenging business.
An inside look at Toltec Custom Homes and the unique husband and wife team behind the company that are helping to bring their clients' dreams into reality. I'm Doug Llewellyn reporting from Scottsdale, Arizona.
Well, that does it for this edition of Close Up on America's Business. I'm Janice Marie. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.